So she said, basically, I'm thinking of asking questions I've had so that viewers see that I'm maintaining integrity and should listen to this story. But at the same time, I do understand not wanting to get involved with a smaller channel or being asked those questions. I said, I've answered them before, why I don't answer them. People don't saying like, this is why I don't watch criticism, because people say I don't watch criticism. But people say I can't take criticism, which is annoying because I changed my entire just like literally irrelevant. I promise you, if you want to see, pause it, whatever. I'm just like saying I've already, oh, did I show? I didn't know, okay, I didn't. I was making sure I didn't show anyone's phone number. Watch, somebody's gonna be like, she leaked her phone, like crazy. Anyway, so I basically was saying like, I don't want to have an interview. Like this person like yelled at me on the phone, was crying. It was an hour and a half, like couldn't get off the phone. Like I felt.
Well, it sounds like you already had an interview.
Exactly. So she was like, I just think that's valid and something I would want to hear. And I said, okay, so basically she's just going over, I'm afraid to like show the screen again because I'm afraid I don't have all my phone numbers saved. I also just don't have all the phone numbers saved, and I'm afraid if I show too far, people will be able to like see a phone number. So
oh wait, well, could you just change the name to like?
Well, it's just, I'm just not gonna, it's not worth it. She says, like, dude, she's literally agreeing with me, like, James Marriott was such a dick in his video. Like, I actually didn't say that. She brought up his name because I was just saying, like, people, dude, this is so crazy.
What?
Oh my God, this is so funny. So I said, I was talking about like not taking criticism on the internet. And I was like, I do take criticism, but like straight up, I don't know these people. I don't follow their accolades. I don't know their intentions. Why would I listen to this person tell me how to write poetry when she doesn't proven herself to me to be a notable source? I don't know these people. There are people on the internet, but they made a video saying that I need to take their advice. Just like I need, like, you know what I mean? Oh, I did say, I was like, so I need to take James Marriott's advice on poetry? Like, who are these people for me to take their opinions so to heart? And like, that wasn't even being hateful. It's just like, I have
like why?
Publishers, fellow writers, editors, friends and family, songwriters, like other artists. Like, these are the people who I'm taking my criticism from. It's not that I'm not taking it. Like, literally look at my growth from out loud to now. Do you think I'm not taking constructive criticism? Like, I literally listened to some old demos today. I was like, oh my God, like I literally got so much better. Like, it's not about taking constructive criticism. It's just like, I don't know you people.
Well, because constructive criticism is constructive.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. So then she said, for example, everyone loves Irene. I said, Irene's so perfect. She goes,
wait, hold on.
She goes, for example, everyone loves Irene. I said, Irene is perfect. She goes, so perfect. I'm jealous of you so bad. I said, I know, I really do have the best fucking friends. My off-camera friends are so amazing too. And then she said James Marriott was a dick in his video.
Wait,
and
not that I'm complaining. Yeah. Why did she say that out of nowhere?
She's straight up a massive fan. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. She's admitted it.
No.
But she's saying...
I don't think that's a bad thing, but is she trying to just like change the conversation? Like what's...
I actually am not sure. I'm reading it again trying to figure out why she did say that. But I think that I'm actually not sure. Anyway, I need to get to the part. She's literally saying, I'm running a risk of it hurting my channel to change tunes without a clear conversation that shows my questions were settled and that it's not pressure. I get you're tired of it. Just trying to think of how I could continue this idea of talking about the other side because I agree it needs to be said unless you're... But like, here's my thing.
She just say she talked to you and that's...
Well, because I did say to her, like, I like to keep private conversations, which is always used as like, look at her trying to manipulate people. But it's because literally every time I talk to somebody, it turns into a situation like this, where I'm like, can you please just keep our private conversation private? Like, I don't want this to be like, if people found out that I was entertaining people like this, they'd be like, look at Gabbie trying to manipulate drama channels. And then if I ever had a video come out from them, they'd be like, well, I was manipulated if they got hate. Like, it's always a setup. It's a fucking setup, dude. So I said, like, I'm gonna talk to you if it's between us. Like, as two human beings, you're not gonna talk about my life on the internet. So then I was like, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but I don't want it to be based on our conversation. The evidence is out there. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you about everything. Find it. If you want the info, find it. You know what I mean? So then I literally said that. I said, so much of this situation is public if anyone actually looks. And then basically said, go look. And then I sent her one link of one tweet that proves literally how everything that's happened to me has been planned. And I haven't like shown the shit that shows that everything happened to me was planned. And it was. So she said, that's heartbreaking. Okay, so there's a lot of potential to get some info out. So like I sent her literally a tweet that's public and she's like, that's heartbreaking. So like, do the research. That's your channel. Like,
but yeah, it's not your job to send all that stuff everywhere.
Yeah. She said, the question is, what move should I make so it doesn't seem like I'm pivoting without reason or because I was manipulated? Hate how people use that word. And I said, I mean, this is where I said, you can't say you talked to me because then people would say I manipulated you. I'm just so fucking scarred right now that people makes me terrified that it could be twisted, that because I asked you not to tell people we talked, you could say I'm trying to manipulate more. But if it comes from me, it won't make sense anyways because I'm not credible. So this is me literally saying, I don't want to tell you the story of what actually happened to me. I don't even want you to acknowledge the fact that like we talked. But then I took it back later and I was like, you know what? Yeah, like I asked people to reach out to me. You reached out to me. Go ahead. She said I would get it. I just think if people knew we spoke with that info, And then I sent her a couple of things, sent me a bunch of voice notes, just trying to find relevant stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm literally willing to show this whole conversation at some point, by the way. I'm just trying to get through like this part. I did end up actually sending her some evidence. And then I was talking about hanging out with Peyton. She goes, yeah, spend time with your man. I'm trying to get to This is actually me giving her some evidence. And I said, she said, I believe you. It's not because you've manipulated me, because I could tell something was off about this in recent weeks after your big video about them and the response. So she said, I'm thinking and shutting down my own ideas. Oh wow, I don't know what that means. God, there's just I'm sorry, but she texts so much. Do you see that? Like, it's hard to get to what matters. Yeah, like this is just her saying basically, I believe you. She said, she's thinking about helping me out. Basically, I have to be real about it too, whether or not it would hurt my channel at a critical time when I can either grow or sink. So then I said, well, maybe wait for somebody else to come out with the information then, is literally what I said. Because other people are starting to see it and find it. And I said, if you don't feel comfortable just coming out and saying like, whatever, wait for the information to come out. It's there. I've seen people tweeting about it. Like, she said, I don't want a scandal on my hands. I had one early because of this thing. Like, it's literally just so narcissistic. Like, it's literally all about like, hey, I believe you, but like, I don't want to like say it but because also, then.
I mean, isn't this all like everyone has free will? She doesn't have to post.
Yeah, she doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But that's what pisses me off about her trying to say that I tried to convince her into making a video. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? I literally said, do what makes you happy.
You said, okay.
And then as she keeps sending me ideas, dude, it's fucking crazy. I'm trying to get to like the important part. She said, if I do any of this, I'd be working backwards. I said, I'm about to record my podcast. I'll talk to you later. She said, about to go post mine. Goodbye. And then she sent me a voice note basically saying, hey, so I've decided this is how I'm going to approach it. I decided that I'm just going to basically say that I did the research and Like, it was basically saying, I'm not going to defend you, but I'm going to show the truth, is what the voice note said. I said, I think this all sounds lovely. Because she said she was afraid of the drama channels. I said, girl, they have no power unless you give it to them. That's what I'm finally realizing. So then she sent me a Bitmoji of her bowing with roses and said, I thought so too, and it's real. I just meant in regards to staying true to myself and the tone of my talks. I said, well, it's a good, honest angle, because what she sent me in the voice note was a good, honest angle. And like, it wasn't manipulated by me literally at all. Like, so anyway, she's literally, look how long this conversation is. It's like